So UFC Fight Night, Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley just happened. The main event just concluded about 5 minutes ago. And I, Tony is Dive, am about to give you my reaction to the fights and who every single person should be fighting next. So let's get straight into it, bruh. No. Kamaru Usman destroys Joaquin Buckley by unanimous decision. If you guys follow my lore and follow my account at all, you'll know that I am actually the CEO of the Joaquin Buckley Glaze train. And now my hopes and dreams of the new Mansa title run have been destroyed completely by this fucking 38-year-old cobblestone knees, bro. Fuck, dude. And what's crazy is when this fight was on the feet, Buckley won every single exchange on the feet, bruh. I mean, he probably got hit like 3 or 4 times on the feet, but he just could not stuff the takedowns, bro. He could not stuff the blast double legs, fucking single legs Usman was shooting. Usman would shoot a takedown, get Buckley against the fence, hold him there for a second, catch his breath, lift Buckley up, put his butt against the fence, and just beat the fuck, like literally just mauled him. And yeah, man, Buckley just had nothing for that, I guess, the first 4 rounds. Now, once he started stuffing takedowns in the last round, he started fucking Usman up on the feet, bro. It was very clear who the better striker was, and it was very clear that Usman didn't even look like himself when it came to the striking. Prime Usman striking was not good, but it was better than that. Like, on the feet, Buckley was destroying Usman, bro. But it didn't matter, bro, because he could not stuff the takedowns of Kamaru Usman. Usman probably shoots a takedown in the first 30 seconds, takes Buckley down and destroys him, opens up a cut right above his eye. Second round, it's a little long. Like, this is the story of the fight. Like, each round, it takes Usman a little longer to get the takedown. 5th round, he couldn't get it at all, and Buckley won the round. But when he took Buckley down, he just had nothing for him, man. And this is the problem with Buckley, man. And I'm going to say this. He needs to join a real gym. Because the team that he has right now, like the commentary team were saying this, and I completely agree with everything that Dominic Cruz was saying when he was on commentary tonight. Buckley just hasn't been, his training partners aren't good enough. Like, Buckley is the epitome of pure raw talent, bruh. Like, Buckley is pure athleticism, and he is so explosive. I've always described Buckley. He's like Mike Tyson in MMA. He has that bob and weave style. Hooks, uppercuts, that's what he's really good at. He's just a straight ball of muscle, man. I thought that, like, Buckley would be compact enough to stuff these takedowns, but the problem with Buckley is he doesn't, like, I guess he just doesn't get into these scenarios in the gym where someone will take him down, hold him there, put him in deep waters. Because it looks like he'd never been in that position before. And he had no idea how to escape it or face adversity. Like, it seems like he'd never faced adversity in that situation. Buckley just could not stuff those takedowns. And once Usman got him down, he was landing vicious elbows, vicious ground and pound. Unk still got it. God, bro. It's just, I don't want to live in this timeline. Because I like Kamaru Usman, bro, but his time has passed. He's 38. I wanted to see the new age take over. The last, dude, Kamaru Usman is the last Unk standing, bro. The last Unk standing is Kamaru. He's going to fucking defend all the Unks. I'm just really upset. I love Buckley, bro. And he's one of my favorite fighters. And just to see, like, he needs to go to a real gym, bro. He needs to join American Top Team. He needs to join, send him 2-3 years fucking Chihuahua stand or whatever, bro. Like, yeah, man. I guess Usman, okay, so who do I think they should fight next? I think Kamaru Usman versus Belal Muhammad is a fight you have to make. You have to make that fight. Unk versus Unk. Fucking Belal's 36. Usman's like 38. They're both, like, Belal just lost the title. They were beefing with each other on the podcast. You have to do Belal Muhammad versus Kamaru Usman. This is a fight I need to see. The trash talk will be awesome. The build-up will be awesome. I honestly think that fight could be highly entertaining because we see Belal has entertaining fights when it's not on the ground. And I feel like Usman could stuff the takedowns, but I don't think Usman would take Belal down either. I think that fight would be on the feet. For Buckley, I think you need to run Buck versus Cuck, man. I think you need to rebook the Ian Garry fight. And here's why. Ian Garry is about one fight from the title. And that was like, dude, the build up to Ian Garry versus Joaquin Buckley, just completely different energies. Super masculine, like black guy Buckley versus fucking soy loser Ian Garry. They both talk shit. They're both delusional. We need Ian Garry versus Buckley. I guess you could say Ian Garry's looking for a number 1 contender fight, but is he really, bro? Because he beat the number 14 guy in this division. He already lost to Shafkat, so he's definitely not getting a title shot. If Ian Garry beats Buckley, I guess you could give him the title shot, but Ian Garry versus Buckley, Kamaru Usman versus Bilal Muhammad, and man, I think Buckley's gonna come back from this stronger. I really do, man. So there's still hope There's still hope. Second fight on this card, dude. This fight was crazy. First round, Rose goes out there. She's landed some good shots. You know, they're going tit for tat with each other on the first round. But I think Rose barely wins that round. Just landed like she countered a couple times. Maverick was landing some good shots in the round as well, but I think Rose did more that round. First, Rose tries to do a rear naked choke, threatens that, doesn't get it. Miranda Maverick reverses position, gets Rose in an arm triangle. I swear to God, I have no idea how Rose didn't tap to that shit. That shit was so deep, bro. That was like a Brian Ortega Volk moment, bro. Rose survives that round. Miranda ends up stealing the round. 1-1 going into the third, and Miranda gets dropped by Rose. Rose stays on top, just beats the fuck out of Miranda for the rest of that round. This was a really good fight, bro. I think, honestly, this was fight of the night. So I think you could run Rose Namajunas versus Alexa Grasso, and from you do Miranda Maverick versus Tracy Cortez. Winner gets back into the mix of things, you know? So I think that's who you should do for those fights. Next fight on the card, bro. Edmund Shabazz, like, this was a very obvious pick to me, bro. If you ever watch Andre Petroski, he's just a fucking guy that's jacked. Like, he's just someone that's athletic. Like, his physique is crazy, but that's all he has. No idea how this guy is 7-3 in the UFC. That is beyond me. That is beyond my skills of comprehension, but just watching film leading up to this fight, bro, Edmund Shabazian was just clearly the better fighter, bro. He had better striking. I thought he was good enough to stuff the takedowns, because Petroski doesn't even have that good of takedowns. Like, bro, he literally knocked himself out shooting a takedown one time. Dude, one thing that pissed me off about this fight night is the Atlanta crowd, bro. They were literally booing over everything. Like, this fight, it wasn't, like, crazy, but they were booing. Like, at one point, Edmund drops Petroski and then tells him to stand back up, and they start booing. Like, he just dropped him, probably broke his arm, hurt him to the body. They're booing. Like, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. But Edmund Shamazian gets this one done. Just technically out masterclass Andre Petroski. This fight, bro, Cody Garbrandt needs to stop clip farming. He, like, stunned Barcelos in the first round. Made him off balance for a second. He starts, like, acting like he's like, I don't even know, bro. Like, why is Cody, you're not going to win the fight by clip farming. Follow up. And here's the thing. After the first round, looked like prime Cody Garbrandt. I was kind of nervous for my pick. I wanted Cody to win, but I still wanted to get my pick right. It's kind of like a weird. Cody was just clip farming, and he lost the first. He won the first round, and then after the first round, he just did not move his head off. He just turned into the Statue of Liberty. Basically, he got frozen like Elsa once again, bro. Like, he just doesn't know how to move his head past the first round. And here's the thing: he's too one-dimensional, man. He throws an overhand. He doesn't fucking have a jab. He doesn't, will throw the same combo 6 times in a row. Like, these are things that people see coming, including someone that is mid as Ronnie Barcelos. Ronnie Barcelos, he's not he doesn't exceed at anything. He's a well-rounded fighter, but he doesn't have anything that's like great about him. And that's good enough to beat Cody Garbrandt, because Cody Garbrandt is too predictable. That's my problem, bro. For 25 minutes, Cody Garbrandt got pieced up by Ronnie Barcelos. He got taken down, he got controlled, he had subs threatened on him, and then he got mad at the end when Barcelos wouldn't bang with him. It's like, how about you just win the fight and you don't have to rely on getting a fucking highlight reel Max Holloway knockout to win? How about you just win? Cody Garbrandt is now on my no picks list. He already was, basically, but he just was never that good, I guess, you know? That's what we'll have to say about Cody Garbrandt. 34 years old. He beat Cruz at one time, but Cruz was coming off some injuries, coming off a long layoff. Guess we're going to have to live with ourselves that Cody Garbrandt was actually not the greatest fighter for 25 minutes. And Ronnie Barcelos was the greatest fighter for 25 minutes, bro. Yeah, I think Ronnie Barcelos should probably fight like Raw Rosas Jr. I think that makes a lot of sense. Both guys are like on the cusp of the 135 rankings. And for Garbrandt, I don't even know who he should fight. Maybe if they keep Chris Mthino around and give him a highlight. Maybe you can do like Cody Garbrandt versus Charles Jourdain. I was going to say Peyton Talbot, but he just got booked. Cody Garbrandt versus Patchy Mix could be interesting. Throwing some names out there. Maybe Patchy Mix makes a lot of sense, but yeah, man. Cody, you're done, buddy. You're fucking done, buddy. Next thing we got, dude. This fight was controlled by the Illuminati. What is going on with Cody Brundage, and what is the deal with him getting the most fluky ass decisions of all time, bro? There is an argument that Cody Brundage could have won this fight. Mansur Abdul Malik looked fucking terrible the first 2 rounds, man. Like, they were going tit for tat. It was pretty even. He was making Cody Brundage look good. 3rd round, Mansur Abdul Malik says, "What am I doing? How am I losing to Cody Brundage?" Just goes out there and knocks him out. Like everyone should. Like, why didn't you just do that the first round? But there was a weird clash of heads. Like, basically, Mansur lands like a knee to the body. Cody like kind of folds to it, and then they hit heads. And so the fight ends up going to a decision. Because who fucking knows? I don't even know. Why did it not become a no contest or a win for Cody Brundage? But the fucking Paul Craig fight turned into a no contest. This shit makes no sense. The fucking Rothschilds are controlling. Israel's controlling the fucking Cody Brundage title run. I think they just knew I had money on Mansur Abdul Malik by knockout. So they changed it to a decision. Just for the fuck of it. But yeah, not a good look for I did a top 10 prospects list. Mansur Abdul Malik, he looked bad until he decided to go crazy mode. And you know who else looked bad? Another one of my top prospects, Umar Sy, who ended up just losing this fight because he sucks apparently. Alonzo Minfield was leaving himself to be countered in this fight so much. And Umar Sy just doesn't throw. Like, I don't know what was going on. It must have been too much of a step up in competition, too fast for him or something. Alonzo Minfield, he's basically like the Dan Ige of 205 is what I've discovered. Is he can't beat anybody that's ranked, but he'll beat anyone that's not ranked. And that's Alonzo Minfield, you know? Like, Alonzo Minfield probably isn't, like, if I'm trying to think correctly, I don't think he has wins over anyone that's in the rankings right now. But he's still ranked number 15 or 14. He just had like a physics. He has every advantage in this fight. Speed, technique, power. And he just doesn't know how to fucking walk forward and throw or counter or anything, bro. You are a better fighter than Alonzo Minfield. And you just aren't as aggressive as him. He went out there and pushed you back. And he showed you who's real, bro. That's kind of what we've determined is don't trust French people. That's what we've discovered in this fight is French people lose. Benoit, gone, and now Umar Sy. Add him to the list of French cowards. I'm just kidding. I like French people, bro. If you're French, don't get mad at them. But, yeah, man. He just disappointed me. I think he could make some adjustments to his game and get better. But for Alonzo Minfield, maybe he could fight the loser of Ming Yang Zhang and Johnny Walker. I don't know if him and Johnny Walker have already fought before. And then for Umar Sy, I don't care who he fights, man. He needs to get some more experience. Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Bolato. What is going on in the UFC, man? This was like... I don't think this should be illegal. The rule is if you kick someone on the ground while their knee is on the ground, doesn't count, like, because you're kicking them while they're grounded. But that's not what the rule meant, bro. The rule meant you can't throw soccer kicks. You can't do what Peter Yan did to Aljo, because I don't even think that rule makes sense. I think that should be gone completely as well. if this is an MMA fight. But Paul Craig was fucking up Rodolfo Bolato. I know I saw a lot of people saying they thought Rodolfo Bolato was acting. I really don't think he was acting. I think he did get knocked out bad by Paul Craig. You got knocked out cold by Paul Craig. I don't care if it was an upkick disqualification. You got knocked out by Paul fucking Craig, bro. If you're on the ground and you're the one that's in the defensive position, I think you should be able to throw whatever from the top, bro. If this guy's trying to rain strikes for me from the top, I should be allowed to kick up at him, bro. Like, that should be allowed. And the reason that it's not allowed is because you can't kick people while they're on the ground. Well, you're the one that's on the ground. Why does it not make sense? I think the rules should get overturned. It pissed me off because this was at the very end of the fight too, bro. Paul Craig was on his way to winning. I picked Bolato, so I guess I'm glad that it got turned into a no contest. So Michael Chiesa, congrats, bro. You kept your commentary job, and now you get to get knocked the fuck out by a prospect. How was this guy ever ranked is the first question. And the second question is, how is this guy on a 3-fight winning streak? Why is the UFC being so nice to this guy? Next thing you know, they're going to give him fucking BJ Penn in his comeback fight or something. They're going to give Michael Chiesa the Robbie Lawler comeback fight. If you thought Chris Mthino had a chance in this fight, I thought that it could maybe go to a decision, but after the first 20 seconds, I realized that Malcolm Wellmaker is the fucking truth of this sport. This fucking guy is good, and he's like Pereira at 135, man. He has the touch of death at a lower weight class. This guy has the touch. He's like Shama, but he's a fucking black guy and he's a 135er. This guy has the touch of death at 135, man. And he has really good striking. He has looked like he has great, like, his countering is some of the best I've ever seen, bro. Like, no glaze, bro. But this guy, like, he is the truth. This guy, Malcolm Wellmaker, I give you my soul. Go win the title. Go destroy Chiwiwis. Go destroy Peyton Talbot. Go destroy Ricky Simone, Malcolm Wellmaker. I feel like I believe in this guy a lot. I like the aura he has behind him. But the one thing I will say about Malcolm Wellmaker that I don't like is I watched his vlog. For his fight camp, bro. You gotta get at a real gym, man. Same problem as Buckley, bro. Like, I know you don't want to switch up on your day ones and you feel like that's what you're doing if you don't change gyms. You gotta change gyms and go to a real gym, bro. That's what I'll say. Malcolm Wellmaker, gotta go to a real gym, bro. Because I can see that being a serious problem in the future. This guy's got the touch of death, though. I fuck with him. I fuck with Wellmaker. Next fight, dude. I try to tell you guys, man. Cody Durden fucking sucks. That's the first thing I'll say. But Jose Ochoa, that's how you say his name, by the way. Jose Ochoa, he went to a very close fight with Loner Kavanaugh, and I think Loner Kavanaugh is going to be really, really good in the future. That's going to be like, you know how Islam has the win over Arman Sarukian? That's what the Jose Ochoa win's going to be for Kavanaugh. Because I think Jose Ochoa is going to go on to do good things, bro. He has really good striking, especially to the body, bro. Like, he's landing really good body shots in this fight. And he just, like, the first round, he wins clearly. He gets taken down a couple times by Cody Durden and it gets up. Second round, he just goes out there and says, fuck you, Cody Durden, and knocks him out. He said, I'm done playing with you. It just knocked him out. He didn't care anymore. I see a very bright future for this guy. I think he's going to be pretty good at the flyweight division. This fight right here kind of pissed me off, bro, because Ricky Simone has the ability to finish Cameron Smotherman. Cameron Smotherman, he was doing his best Patchy Mix impression. Blood froze. He's fucking been there. You know, he didn't have any head movement in this fight. Ricky Simone outstruck him, outgrappled him, fucked him up everywhere. Ricky Simone, he's a good fighter, man. Has the win over Marab. I know that's like a long time ago, but I don't know why. I know this was short notice for Smotherman, but I don't know why this fight got made, man. Because Ricky Simone, he's just right outside the rankings, man. Ricky Simone is fringe rankings, bro. Like, he's the one you beat to get the ranked fight. So this fight didn't make any sense to me for Cameron Smotherman. Feel bad for him. Phil Rowe beat up Angelusa like he was Batman, bro. Like the Khalil Roundtree literally just grabbed Angelusa's head and just punching it like fucking Tony Soprano. Hey man, give me that fucking money. Yeah, that's how he beat him. But yeah, Phil Rowe goes out there, gets taken down the first round, whooped on the ground. Second round, Phil Rowe goes out there, He's beating Angelusa's ass. He enters flow state. He gets too cocky. He gets countered. Angelusa kind of drops him at the end of the round. I honestly still had the fight, that round scored for Phil Rowe. Third round, Phil Rowe goes out there and just beats the fuck out of Angelusa and knocks him out, bro. Like this, I hate to say this about Angelusa, but this is something that has to be said. He is kind of a quitter, all right? I know he could beat the fuck out of me. All right, I get it. Dude, you're just some guy on a screen, bro. Angelusa would destroy you. He would. And I'll say this, Angelusa, 100 times the man I'll ever be. I can never be in the UFC. I can never be a cage fighter for my life. Okay? But Angelusa quit in this fight, bro. He wilted and he gave up. All right? Let's keep it real. Angelusa gave up. And he gave up against Brian Battle too, so I kind of have this mentality towards Angelusa now that he's kind of a quitter, alright? So, hate to say it, but it is the truth. And I'm not talking about this fucking fight. Vanessa Demopoulos should not be a UFC fighter. Jamie Lynn Horth is a UFC fighter and takes her career seriously. Vanessa Demopoulos, send her 2-3 years OnlyFans and forget. Alright, so that's the fight. That's the card, bro. Overall, I'd give this card like a 6-7 out of 10. There were some dull moments on it. The crowd kind of pissed me off with the booing, but the main event was really good. The co-main event was good. The Garbrandt fight was good. Pretty decent little card. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I just wish Buckley won, man. I just wish Buckley got it done, man. I love Buckley, man. He'll be back. I think he beats Ian Garry. I think he has more testosterone than Ian Garry. Fuck Ian Garry. Catch you guys on the next one. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube shit. Thank you so much. And peace.